I'm Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 3. Last episode, we managed to find our way to Redbeard again, and we gave him the potion to heal him up. We found him just outside Zethron's lair, and they didn't really want to help us very much. In fact, they didn't want to let Redbeard in. But once we told them that Redbeard was healed, well, they let us in, although they're very worried. The people here are allied with Protus, so this place is going to be tense. Let's go look around. Your companions split off and head to the camp to rest. Alright, let's get level ups for everyone. Rudao! 2 points there. And Acid Shower! Yay! And I want to improve those so I can get to Beast Focus 7. I'm going to have time, but fine. 1 point in Healing Chant just to improve that. And then I'll just start working to get Beast Focus level 7. That's going to take, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's going to take like 8 levels to get up there. Wait, Aura of the Grove level 3 adds 5% per level chance each combat turn of curing fatigue on all nearby allies? Wow! And level 7, 5% level chance each combat turn of sanctifying the ground nearby. Wow! Why did I not look at this sooner? Holy crap! And the base... Wow! I did not realize that. That is incredibly powerful. Let's see. 1, 2, 3... Okay, so... I just checked. By level 30, I'll be able to get level 7 if I focus entirely on this. Entirely on the efficiency skills, I'd get that improved. I shouldn't have gotten Sacred Ground, but as long as I never put anything in here, or in here, or in here, and all of it in here, I'll be able to get all of this to 7. I think. Which will be amazing. Okay. Nathalie. 3 points in that. And Searing Spray level 6. Yay! Now, what else am I going to improve? I mean, these would probably be good. Especially when I get to Magical Mastery. But yes, the protection there would actually be very handy. And 1 point in there. I think that's fine. Little more power in the fire. And Selena. Intelligence. A point in endurance, I suppose, to help protect you. Now we can get the healing pylon, and want to work to get to turret craft level 7. That's going to take a while. I mean, if I can get toolcraft to level 7, that would be nice. Or at least level 3. Armorcraft is going to be needed. Okay, I think this can work. Although, it would only work if I focus entirely on this, which means there will be nothing improved on Riskfinger training. Entirely focused on the turrets. Oh boy. Oh well. Was there anything I wanted to... Ah, yes, the Drakeskin leather armor. Can I give that to anyone else? Actually, yes, I think. Yeah, better armor, fire resistance. Not the energy resistance or chance to parry, but that's fine. So I think I can sell that. And I can actually use these, though. Scarab of Warfare, Nature Scarab. Okay, Scarab of Warfare, I want to replace the Scarab of Evasion. Alright, so I got... Okay, what do we have? You have a Dark Bolt already. You. The Nature Scarab shall go to Botan. And the Scarab of Evasion, hostile effect resistance and vitality recovery. I think it would go with that Natalie, because the extra vitality recovery would be handy. God. Alright. You know what, first, let's speak with Redbeard. You have caught the attention of a Shadow Walker stationed here. He walks swiftly toward you. His mask is open enough to let you see his expression. He is not friendly at all. He stands in front of you, blocking your path. I am Shadow Walker Zarin, an Eye of Avadon. A loyal eye who follows our true leader. Our true leader? Redbeard, the Keeper who actually cares about Avadon's power. Acting Keeper Protoss is a usurper and his time is limited. I wanted to see you, Hand. I wanted to give you a message. And that message is... I am a Shadow Walker. I am an eye, a spy. Redbeard has given me a mission. I am to watch all of his helpers to make sure they are loyal to him and not the upstart Protoss. My message is this. I am watching you. Follow your oath to Redbeard or I will make sure you pay. I am only doing what I can for Avadon and the Pact. Yes, you should serve Avadon and the Pact. The way you do it is by following their greatest protector, Redbeard. Follow orders and everything will be fine. You try to respond, but he turns sharply on one heel and walks away. I am watching you. Okay then. Let's speak with Redbeard and then we'll explore elsewhere. Redbeard watches you silently, waiting to hear what you have to say. His piercing gaze leaves you feeling constantly off guard, as if you should be confessing to something. You feel like generations of hands before you, very worried about the consequences of wasting Redbeard's time. I should mention, I met Overseer Levant of Goldcrag in your tower. It takes a moment for Redbeard to remember Levant, and Goldcrag. After you fill him in, he says, Ah, yes. Since the war began, Avadon was flooded by petty lords who lost their lands, all begging for help regaining them. I hardly need to ask, but what did he want? He wants your help. His people want to return to Goldcrag. Interesting. Normally I wouldn't care. However, Goldcrag is in our path and it is important, and... Goldcrag has its name for a reason. There used to be some productive mines in that area. This is an opportunity. We need to watch for opportunities. What do you want? Tell Overseer Levant I will make sure he gets back his precious town. In return, I claim a share of any gold they still have cached around their town. Take that message. We need gold to fund our lonely little war here. I see a valuable chance to get it. What else did you need? I'm reporting for my next mission. Redbeard indicates the maps you brought, spread out in front of him. We have a good opportunity here. Warborn have been brutally raiding the Pact's southern lands. However, they are wild creatures. Delos is losing control of them. Delos is coming to regain control. He is close now. I think I know where they are meeting. What I need are the forces to make an assault. We are still too few. We are near the city of Goldcrag, and there is a Pact force there I want to use. You will go there and commandeer it. How do you know where Delos is? Do you remember the coded papers you found in Camarilla? When you hunted down that minor lord's son? They became useful at last. They are so interesting that I might even trade them to acting impostor Protoss. For resources and power, of course. Were those maps useful? Are you angling for compliments? You are here to listen to orders. Don't waste my time. What is the situation at Goldcrag? A stalemate. 3 forces of Warborn, Wretches, Ogres, and Titans moved in to take the town. Brave Pact soldiers held them off. There was a long standoff. Many of the Warborn, in their childish way, moved off to raid elsewhere. Now the commander and his soldiers are still tied up there, held in place by small bands of the enemy. I can make use of them. How can I convince the commander there to help us? Talk to him. You have been very clever in the past. I think you can convince him to give us his aid. Freeing Goldcrag will probably suffice. To aid you in this, I am giving you certain special permissions. Authority beyond what hands usually receive. What special permission are you giving me? Normally, we never accept the Farlanders as allies. Open arms within and stonewall beyond. In this case, to turn the Warborn against each other, if you wish, you can pick one of their 3 factions to receive my favor. A chance to ally with the Pact. Wretches, ogres, or titans. You can pick one. Observe them and use your judgment to see if one of them might be an asset to the Pact. Or if none are worthy, just destroy them. I will judge you on the wisdom of your choice. That is all I need. So, we have a chance for one of the Warborn to join our side. The Wretches, the Ogres, or the Titans. Or at least to temporarily ally with us. This is going to be interesting. Book about the Kava. Okay, let's read it. The Kava is a member of the Midlands Pact, a nation of harsh people in a harsh landscape. Maintaining life on its wide expanses of scrubland and rocky plains was difficult enough even before dealing with constant raids from wretches and the barbarians of Svorgald, so the Emperor of the Kava leaped at the chance to join Hanvar's new alliance. Those outside the Kava often joke that this land has two kings, their emperor and a bunch of rocks. Well, this is close to the truth. It is true that the Kava is primarily a hereditary monarchy. Each dynasty leads absolutely until it is deposed by some violent civil war or other. But the Kava is also ruled by the Stone Code. This is a code of laws first written a millennium ago and greatly expanded since. These laws provide the structure of life in the Kava. Even the Emperor must obey them. A leader who ignores the Stone Code is seen as power-mad and faces destruction. The core of the Stone Code can be found in the middle of every city and village in the Kava, carved into 4 pillars of rock, there for all to see. Actually, there is a lot of the code that is written on papyrus. The Stone Code grew too large to be practically carved into stone about 5 centuries back. However, the core principles of the code are always visible, and that is what is important. The people of the Kava are fierce warriors. For the last 5 years, they have fought guerrilla war with the Wildrealm tribes to the west. The reason? The Contested Lands, a rich region of wooded hills long claimed by both nations. In the age of chaos, this quiet dispute is rapidly escalating into open war. Okay then. I'm just gonna take a quick peek in here. Oh, that actually goes around it. The passage ends at a pair of solid oak doors reinforced by steel bands. Even if you could get them open, the Titan standing guard might not approve. Redbeard, say guard. Say his chambers. Say none get in. Go away. This not your place. Okay, that's Redbeard's chambers. Good to know. But there's a secret path here, leading into his chambers. Curious. Redbeard moved into his quarters very quickly. He just dumped all of his personal effects into here. You find a jumble of toiletries, mixed articles of clothing, scrolls, and other personal effects. Nothing of great value. You remember the request Envoy Diran gave you in Avadon. You pick through the stuff, thinking Redbeard might have been careless with it. Your hunch is correct. In an ivory comb at the bottom of the box, you find a few strands of hair. You take it. It might be useful. You can always throw it away later. And another secret door. Containing Breastplate of the Anvil. Ooh. We don't have the same bonus to strength, but that melee damage... Actually, that's melee damage and critical hit, and a lot more armor. Very tempting. I may have to use it. For someone, anyway. And what little bit is in here? Ah, that must go back to Avadon, doesn't it? The answer is yes, it does. Okay. You know what, since I'm over here, I may as well. Overseer Levant. I've spoken with Redbeard. Levant leans forward eagerly. Please tell me. You give Redbeard's message, including the ugly bit about needing Goldcrag's treasury. Levant nods. Those are harsh terms. Are we not still Pact citizens? Yet I can remain Overseer? It is true. Avadon never helps without taking a price. Please let me think. I will have an answer soon. You have decided how to respond to Redbeard? I have. Levant gives a long sigh. He removes a key from his pouch and hands it to you. Redbeard is right. Goldcrag does have a vault, and we left it heavily defended when we left. It is under our city hall, and the key will give you access. Go there and make sure the vault is intact. Then let Redbeard know that he can draw from it. I promise that I can reward you for your help. What sort of defenses does the vault have? Powerful ones. We spent a lot of gold to get the finest Tinker Mage work. I caution you. You can enter the vault's outer chamber. Do not try to enter the inner chamber. It would be... Oh, well, why be mysterious? You would be incinerated, so don't do it. What can I take from the vault? You can have anything you find in the outer vault. I think it will be fair payment for the risk. Also, if you can convince Redbeard to let us have some of the vault's contents to help rebuild Goldcrag, I can reward you more. That seems a fair trade. After all, it does belong to Goldcrag, and they will need it to rebuild. So, yeah, it's important. In fact, I'll see about telling Redbeard now. And then I'll speak with all my companions. Redbeard looks healthier than he did when he first arrived in this region, but he is still exhausted. His skin has large, dry, cracked patches, and clumps of his hair are falling out. The affliction he received in the corruption is still wearing him down. Yet when you approach, he manages to rouse himself. Gabriel, you did an adequate job in the Black Fortress. I could have used your help more quickly, but you arrived in time. There is an angry edge to his voice. It's worrying. I have not been in Avadon for some time, not since traitors and vermin cast me out. What is the state of my fortress? Protoss has mostly rebuilt Avadon. It is strong and active. What? You're a fool, Gabriel! Protoss put on a show and fooled you. I thought better of you. And what of my servants? How did the hands and eyes there deal with the loss of their leader? Many support Protoss, but a few are still quietly loyal to you. I pity them. They are forced to pretend to follow that traitor. I know they secretly long for my leadership. I will return to them soon. And what of Protoss? How do his inferiors, my true servants, regard him? I would rather not say. No, no politics here. I need to know, and you must answer. He is doing well to bring Avadon back to strength, and is serving the Pact and Hanvar's Council. But I don't know what he's doing for the outside war. He's building up the inner strength, but I don't know what he's doing for the outer strength. Is that what could be done? A joint keepership. It's an interesting thought. Somehow negotiating a way for both of them to provide leadership. Redbeard to focus on the outer, and Protoss on the inner. Of course, that's not going to be an option, of course. It's always going to be one or the other. But that is an interesting thought. If I was somehow able to negotiate a way that they could both do this. Yes, Redbeard, Stonewall Beyond, Protoss, Open Arms Within. Because that does seem to be how it's been going. Redbeard has been focusing on the outer war. He has stopped the war in the west, and he is focusing on Delos and the alliance of the Farlands outside and crushing them. He has been doing well there. Meanwhile, Protoss has been satisfying Hanvar's Council and building up the fortress, making things better, making things good, making things stronger. And while I don't know what he's done with the other forces of the Pact, with the other members of the Pact, I imagine he has said he's a politician. That's what they've said. And he's a judge. He said he's a judge, so he has experience with that. Open Arms Within. If I was somehow able to do it, to try and discuss the idea that maybe a split keepership, one for Stonewall Beyond and one for Open Arms Within, that could make things work a bit better. It might still be complicated when you'd have to try and split the forces between the two sides, but I think that could solve this issue in a way. That's what I'd want to tell Redbeard. I haven't seen what he's doing for the war outside like you have. But when it comes to satisfying Hanvar's council and keeping Avadon strong, he is doing well. He's not barely muddling by. But if I said he's adequate for the job, Redbeard would be pissed at me. And of course he'd yell at me, no, I'm the one who's right for the job. Still, this thought of mine, the more I think about it, the more I like it, and the more I wish that was an option in these things. Why are these things never an option? There is never a middle ground. It's always either one or the other. I don't know. Honestly, though, what do you guys think of my idea? Splitting the Keepership to Stonewall Beyond and Open Arms Within. Redbeard to keep that Stonewall Beyond, to focus his aggression and his power and his rage on the Farlands, on the enemies of the Pact. While Protus, the diplomat, the judge, focuses on keeping the Pact together. Focuses on making sure that everyone works together as we should have been doing for a long time. Let Redbeard focus on defeating the rebels, on the corruption, on the Wretchlands, on the Tauan, on Svorgald, and let Protus work on negotiating the Baraza Woods and the contested lands. Maybe, well, that would be tricky dealing with the rebels, since technically that is kind of an inner struggle. I don't know. I like this idea, this thought that I just had. I want you guys to tell me. Please, I know I don't ask for comments very often, but please, post comments. I want to hear your opinions on this idea of mine. I mean, like I said, obviously it's not going to happen. There is zero chance. This, like almost every other game, there is no neutral option. There is only one or the other, because that's how these games are. But please, make comments. Tell me what you think of this idea. The best I can say is, Protus seems adequate for the job of keeping Avadon strong. You wait for a response, but none comes. Just a slight nod. Redbeard is distracted. You wait patiently for him to rally his thoughts. Finally, he looks up at you. No, you are wrong. He fooled you. Clear your mind. Now, why are you talking to me? That's all I need. Then back to the struggle, Gabriel. We have hope of ending this war. Do not waste it. When you approach her table, Selena isn't tinkering with her constructs. Unusual. She just sits and stares at them as they blunder about. She occasionally shakes her head. Pitiful. She turns to you. Aren't they sad specimens, Gabriel? I'm skilled enough. Erecting a quality construct in the heat of battle is no mean feat, yet they could be so much more. You're thinking about the intelligent construct, aren't you? How could I not? Wasn't it amazing? It was unlike anything I have ever seen. Have you imagined what we could learn from studying it? I have. I don't think Redbeard would mind if we took a little side trip. What sort of a side trip? I want to return to the corruption border. That poor construct is out there alone in a constant battlefield. Any day it might be destroyed. We could lose it forever. All I want is to find it, check in on it, and see if we can keep it safe. I'm interested in something that could make the Pact stronger. And that is exactly what we might find. When you think about it, it would be a crime to not go. I assume you agree. When you return to the corruption border, I will join you. I don't think our work will take long. Did you need anything else? No, that's all I need. She nods and returns to poking at her constructs. You have already been something. Okay, definitely something we're going to do there. Alright, let me speak with the others, see if they have anything to say. Let's see, Nathalie. No, I don't think there's anything she has to say. Rudao? No. This is unusual. The young Shadow Walker Botan is approaching you. He waves his hand, trying to get your attention.
Gabriel, do you have a minute, please?
Tell me what's on your mind.
Before I was diverted to join Redbeard's traveling raiders, I was working under Acting Keeper Protus. I had another set of orders. I have not yet had time to carry them out. We are now in the lands where my target resides. I find I can no longer ignore my duty.
I can see that this is important.
Yes, I have had much time to think about this mission, to dread it. I need to complete it, but I need your help, Gabriel. I need a friend's guidance. I can't put it more plainly.
What are these orders?
There is a colony of Svorgaldi on the east coast. Some of these seafaring raiders have formed a village. They are fools. Farlanders can't do that. It must be removed. I don't dispute this.
Where is this mission?
In a remote corner of Durham.
Why have you not done this job yet?
Because I don't want to. I don't care if they are Farlanders, Gabriel. I don't want to walk into someone's home and start stabbing people. I've done it too much, and I suspect here it may not be necessary.
What do you want from me?
Your help. I ask a favor. Just this once, I want to try things a different way. When you have time, please come speak with me in my fire. I will tell you what I have in mind.
I will come and see you soon.
I can ask no more. Thank you, Gabriel.
Of course. Kalita, first. No. Okay. Very well. We do need to speak. Botan. I want to talk about your hunt for the Svorgald Raiders. Botan tenses up.
I am very glad you came to me about it, Gabriel. I have always struggled to follow my orders, and I have never tried to get creative. I have been told to sweep in and destroy a settlement. Kill, burn, ashes, done. I've done it many times. Too many. Here I do not think these extreme steps are necessary.
So what is your plan?
The Svorgald colony is on Svar's peninsula. It is small and not martial, as far as I have heard. I want to go to them and let them know that the case of Avadon is on them. I want to give them a chance to flee.
Botan watches you nervously, unsure what you will say. Why do you need me?
The Svorgaldi are arrogant and hard to scare. The more force I can display, the better the chance they will see reality. If they refuse, my orders are my orders. Just once, though, I want to show us and the Farlanders that peace is possible.
What if they just attack us?
Then, well, I follow the original orders. Steel and fire, followed by lots of drinking. At least someone tried.
Botan, I am one for peace. I will help you. Botan looks profoundly relieved.
I thought that you would say so. You seem like one who has not forgotten about justice.
He marks a location on your map.
There is no more to say for now. Meet me at Svar's Peninsula. I will direct you to the camp.
Of course, and we will. I promise you. If we can find a way to do this peacefully, without murdering hordes of innocents, it will be done. Okay. That's Commander Wallace. That leads to somewhere. Secure magic storage. Ah! Alright, let's speak with, Delis. When you approach the crystal, it starts to glow. The soft voice of Delis emerges from it. He sounds calm, almost merry.
Is that you, Gabriel?
Yes, it has been some time. A vague humanoid figure is visible within the stone.
You've been into Avadon, haven't you? For the first time?
I don't want to say.
You don't need to. I already know. How did you find Avadon?
Yes, I returned to Avadon.
Of course, because Redbeard is unwell. I already knew, of course.
Did you?
I have spies all through the Pact. I spent so many years placing them. Now I am rewarded for my hard work. I learned so much, yet I confess there are things I don't know. So I have questions to ask you.
You have spies in Avadon.
It's hardly a challenge. So many people travel in and out. Dozens every day. It is easy to get the more basic bits of information and gossip. Much is hidden from us, though. The eyes are cunning.
I won't tell you what's happening in Avadon.
You don't need to. I know all I need to. Not that Avadon matters much anymore, anyway. I saw to that.
Ask your question. As you speak, the crystal starts to hum gently.
You have met Protus. I have not. Not ever. You have taken his measure. I think Protus is a better leader. Better for the Pact. Better for the Farlands.
think he is reasonable enough to even bring peace. Do you agree? Why can't I just not state anything here? I agree, Protus has done a lot for the Black Fortress. He is interested in leading. Not his ego, not vengeance. Yet you are trapped with Redbeard. So unfortunate. Perhaps in the future I can... Then as before, the humming grows louder and then fades. The little figure disappears and the stone grows dim. I hate when they don't let me do something like that. Alright. Commander Wallace is here, and we'll speak with him in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough, and it would be a bit longer. In fact, this episode's a bit extended. So, next episode, we'll speak with Commander Wallace, and then explore throughout the rest of this fortress. Probably eventually see the Dragon Zethron. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I am Chester44, that is Gabriel, this has been an Avadon 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.